Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Commodity TV for you in Stuttgart for the Invest 2022 and the 9th German Resource Night. And we have a very prominent guest here now who is joining us actually since, I think, the 9 years we are doing that. So Bradford Cooke is here, the founder and also chairman of Endeavour Silver. Welcome, Brad.
It's nice to be back. Thank you, Jürgen.
Great to have you here. Thanks that you have taken the time and that you are speaking tonight. As you are also the executive chairman, is that right, from the Silver Institute?
Yes, I'm actually the president of the Silver Institute and the executive chair of Endeavour Silver.
Okay, perfect. No, that's great because we want to hear a lot about silver this evening. But first, we want to talk about Endeavour Silver. I think you guys, you had some problems, but it looks now like that things are really going the right way.
Yes, Endeavour is firing on all cylinders. We had a very good first quarter, 2 million ounces of silver equivalent production, way ahead of our guidance. Costs are on guidance, about where we were expecting them, even with the inflation. And we did some deals in the first quarter.
Top, and what deals have you done?
Well, we had an opportunity in January to acquire one of the largest silver deposits in the world, called La Pitarrilla. It's located in Durango State, Mexico, the same state where our largest operating mine, Guanaceví, is located. And I had the pleasure of visiting in La Pitarrilla in April, and it is literally a mountain of silver.
Wow, super. So that would be then one of your next mines?
Well, we certainly have a lot of work to do to get it to development stage, but we're treating it as an advanced exploration project this year. We hope to verify the resources this year, conduct the first economic study on it next year, so that when Terronera is built and operating in 2024, we can take the development team from Terronera straight over to La Pitarrilla and start building La Pitarrilla.
Oh, that sounds good. That's music in my ears. Perfect. No, I mean, Terronera is for you really like a game changer because your production costs, let's put it also with inflation, even if we talk well below $5, I would say, per ounce of silver, that is outstanding.
Yes, the actual base case prices for our Terronera feasibility study were, I think, $15.75 gold and $20 silver. So very low prices. And the cash costs came in at $1.50 and the all-in costs at $3.50.
Wow.
So it will be one of the lowest cost mines in the entire silver universe.
Super. And you said 2024 you want to be in production. Do you have the money also to build now, or you are still in the project finance?
So we are still in project finance, but we do expect to close this quarter.
Oh, wow.
Approximately 80 million of project bank finance debt. And we already have 168 million of working capital, 151 of which is cash.
Lovely to hear.
So the capital to build the mine was estimated at about $175 million, and it will take about 2 years from the first quarter of this year to about the first quarter of 2024.
Super. So that means commercial production, when do you think you could achieve that?
We would target the second quarter of 2024.
That's fast. Yeah. So we talk about 2 years from here.
2 years.
Wow, super. What do you think might be then the output of Terronera?
We're estimating just under 6 million ounces of silver equivalent production for the entire life of the mine, but in the first 4 years it averages more than 7 million ounces of silver equivalent production. The actual numbers are about 3.3 million ounces of silver and 33,000 ounces of gold on average each year.
Wow, that's a lot. So that means on an equivalent basis that you would, probably like 70% plus in your production then.
Well, you know, right now we're about 60-40 silver gold with our 2 operating mines, and Terronera is 60-40.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Talking about inflation, I mean, you feel it for sure also. What can you do to bring the costs finally still a bit furthermore down? Because I think your costs are a little bit on the higher end of the industry by now. But what do you think you could achieve?
Well, to be honest, the most important thing that we can do to our costs is build Terronera and Pitarrilla. Because they will be low-cost mines. Guanaceví and Bolañitos are old mines. Guanaceví is a deep mine, and we pay $5 per ounce royalties to one of the landowners.
Oh, that's a lot.
So you can see why the Guanaceví costs are a little bit higher than normal. Bolañitos costs are good.
Okay, super, perfect. Share structure. who are still, let's say, largest shareholders? Have we had any major changes?
We did a bought financing in, I think, early second quarter. No, it was late first quarter.
Yeah.
And so we did have 2 new institutional investors coming into that financing, but they're not very big size, 3 million shares each. I own 1 million shares plus another 2 million in options and PSUs. So there's really no big shareholders out there. The institutional holders are about 30%, and the rest of the stock is retail.
Okay, super. Let's talk shortly about the silver market. What's your feeling on the last meltdown? We had again below $21. Today it's $21.50. How could that happen? I mean, all the time I hear, let's say not in all media, but let's say in the special media, I hear that, there's a deficit, we have less silver, but on the other hand, e-mobility is more and more using silver. We have solar, which is getting more and more and more. How do you see it as the president of the Silver Institute?
Well, we published our World Silver Survey just a few weeks ago, and it showed that in 2021, supply started to creep higher again. Demand actually jumped higher, and in every category of demand, we saw significant growth, especially solar photovoltaic panels and electronics, so 2 of the biggest uses for silver. So I think the fundamentals on the demand side look very good, and it's really difficult to increase supply rapidly because we went through a 7-year bear market. Us primary silver producers represent barely 200 million ounces, 25%, 20% of the total market of 1 billion ounces a year. So we really can't make a difference on the supply side no matter how much we grow. Endeavour's we're proposing to double the production in 2 years with the development of Terronera, but it won't have any impact on the silver price. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, and Max Silver's ramp him up. I mean, they will be like, I think, 25 million ounces silver equivalent, so that's still something like 15, 18 million ounces maybe, but that's also not making the world for silver, right?
And there's mines that have been closing, so I think that fundamentals look very good. So how can the price of silver be falling? Well, because there are other factors at play. The strength of the US dollar, the global bubble. One of my market strategists calls it the everything bubble. And now finally,
Ronald Stöferle, as I think about it.
Now we're seeing those bubbles starting to pull back.
The
cryptos and high-flying tech stocks. Even gold and silver had a great run in the last 2 years, and they're pulling back. They're getting caught up in that wave, but it's a correction. And I'm very confident we'll be seeing significantly higher prices later this year.
Okay, wow, super. That's a great final sentence, Brad. Thank you very much for that. And let's hope for good silver prices, and please bring Terronera then finally in production, and with your new project, good luck.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bradford Cooke, the president of the Silver Institute and also the founder and executive chairman of Endeavour Silver. Yeah, you heard it. Silver markets still are in good shape despite the latest correction we saw in the silver prices, but the fundamentals are extremely strong. And also the fundamentals in Endeavour Silver are really strong, and they bring now really Terronera in production within 2 years, and that would mean that they almost double their production then, but they lower their costs significantly. And also with the new project Pitarrilla, that looks also fantastic. That would be then the next new mine. So I think a great growth path for the company, and you really should have a look onto Endeavour Silver. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Stuttgart from the Invest 2020.